The global economy is grappling with inflation, supply chain constraints, and labor shortages. India, however, remains resilient thanks to strong macroeconomic fundamentals. There is revival of domestic demand. FDI is at an all-time high. All eyes are on this year's budget, being the last full-term budget before elections next year. It also comes close on the heels of India's G20 presidency. So then what are the three big themes from this year's budget? First, OECD Pillar 2 Globe Rules. This is one area where there has been tremendous activity over the last several months at the OECD level, the regional level, and at the local level. The EU member states, for example, have unanimously agreed the adoption of the EU Minimum Tax Directive. Several countries have also indicated their intent to adopt the Globe Rules or are seriously considering its implementation, of course with certain safeguards. India, however, has been on a wait-and-watch approach. With BEPS 2.0 gathering steam, one would expect budget of 2023 to provide some level of directional clarity on the implementation roadmap in India, including initiation of a public consultation process. The second theme, on rationalization of the overall tax regime. Now, ease of doing business has been the topmost priority of this government. With the adoption of technology and data analytics, business decision making is much better and compliances have improved. However, there are two bugbears for the industry at large. First is the tedious provisions, which have become extremely complex and cumbersome. New provisions get added every year, different rates and classification issues. This is one area that needs some streamlining and rationalization. The second is on capital gains. Again, multiplicity of rates and holding periods across different asset classes needs a relook in this year's budget. The third aspect is on helping India realize its manufacturing ambitions. The PLI scheme that got introduced over the last few years, as also lowering of the corporate income tax rate for new manufacturing, has been a game changer for helping India achieve its manufacturing potential. But with more supply chain now shifting to India, this is a time for India to raise its game. A, by expanding the canvas of PLI schemes to cover a few more sectors, and B, by extending the sunset date for new manufacturing by 2 to 3 years, at least. In summary, timely and positive interventions by the government over the last several years have raised the expectation bar several notches higher. Let's hope Budget 2023 propels India to the next phase of economic growth.